You have no discipline. Embrace the fact that you can't get anything in life like success or a good physique until you level up your discipline. If you think you can, you are sorely mistaken and it's time to change. This video will tell you the changes you will have to make, but don't think that it'll be easy. This is entirely all up to you. I've been a pussy for most of my life, and let me tell you that life is so beautiful when you stop being such a bitch and start leveling up your discipline skill. And yes, discipline is a skill, just like a skill in a video game, and we can level it up through the real world. Life feels so different now, but I struggled really hard going from video games to weightlifting, junk food to healthy food, TV to reading, and now I feel so much better. I finally have the respect for the men around me and more attraction for the girls around me, but I also love and respect myself more because I know I can control my emotions, not the other way around. A disciplined man does a thing regardless of how he feels, but no one, not even David Goggins, is born with discipline. He had to level it up his skill. He had to set himself painful and uncomfortable challenges, and because of that, he leveled up his discipline skill. So, what are the benefits of being more disciplined? Number one, you feel more proud and you respect yourself more. You finally feel like you belong with other people. Number two, you start to like doing hard things like the self-improvement habits. And number three, you get more results from everything, your business, your studies, the gym, and any goal you set because you are way more consistent and you're putting in more work. So you're a pussy right now. The modern world has conditioned you to be a pussy. Every single technological advance is made for comfort, and that leads to weak men. We are a comfort-seeking society, and you are suffering from it. Comfort is the biggest destroyer of men, and it's turning all of us into pussies. The most important skill for men is discipline. To achieve anything else in life you want, you need discipline. To work on your business, you need discipline. To go to the gym consistently, you need discipline. Discipline is a cornerstone we first need to develop before doing anything else. That is why the title of this video is what it is. Whatever you want, we need discipline. And discipline is a scarce resource, especially amongst young men. I honestly think that young women are more disciplined than young men these days, and that is a complete fucking sin. And don't think I'm talking to anybody else. I'm talking right to you. You can probably relate to like say, yeah, he's right. Like girls are probably more disciplined than me these days. Then trust me when I say your life will be a fucking shithole. When you become more disciplined, everything else in your life becomes better. So how do you actually build your discipline? Discipline is a skill of doing the thing regardless of your emotions. Whenever you need to do something and your brain comes up with a thought saying like you don't want to do that task, that is when you specifically must do that task. It could be easy like making your bed, doing some work, or going to the gym. When you're about to like do something and your brain generates thoughts to not do it, that is a literal golden signal for you to do it. Say fuck you, pussy brain. I'm going to level up my discipline and do that hard thing when I don't feel like it. And every single time you do this, you slowly gain experience in the discipline skill. Right now, you are a noob in this skill. This is important because leveling up your discipline is directly linked to your ego. You can only do the tasks that are currently reasonable. They have to be in your reach. Think about it. If your power level is 2, would you go straight to the final boss? No. The issue with discipline is that you're looking at other men and seeing how disciplined they are and thinking that you have to match them. This is why social media is so fucked because you see other men doing things that you feel like you should do that you want to do but you can't. So you just don't do it. It's like that fat guy who's dreading that 2 hour long hard workout so he doesn't go and work out. And what I'd say to him is that it doesn't have to be that hard. A 2 hour session is insane for a beginner. Just get into the gym for like 10 minutes a day. That's discipline XP right there. So you, fat fuck, you get discipline XP for going to the gym for 10 minutes a day. And that same lesson goes to you, like you, if you think of that assignment. Think of that task, that work project that you keep delaying because you think of the height of the discomfort. You don't want to sit and work for 2 hours, so you don't. And every time you say no, every time that signal appears and you don't take it, you are losing discipline XP because your pussy brain has won. You need to get rid of this modern day brainwashing and remind yourself that your mind and your thoughts you hear are not always on your side. Actually, 90% of the time is not on your side. Raising your discipline skill is a cure to depression nobody talks about. When you start losing discipline by listening to your pussy brain, you slowly lose points until you're in the negatives, which is depression. And the problem is, our discipline is way down here and our ego is still here. And so we won't do the things that will help us right now because we look at the things we used to do. If you are down horrendous right now, you are feeling depressed, I guarantee that you can't do the things you did a year or two ago. All you have to do is slowly level up your discipline skill. Keep doing the things regardless on how you feel. So, that action right now might be as simple as making your bed. This advice is recommended to you by everyone, and it's because it raises up your discipline. It doesn't make you successful or anything. Making your bed feels so simple that it just feels pointless to do, but you need the small wins to get the ball rolling. Too many guys have shit discipline but high egos that keep them in a state of doing absolutely nothing for years because they don't lower the barrier to entry. You can't hit an hour-long workout. You've shown that to yourself. You've been skipping for months, which shows that it's like too hard for you right now. But you have the capacity to do a few push-ups right now. And then your brain will like tell you like the push-ups are useless and they won't do anything. And so you don't. And like you don't do the push-ups. And there you go. More discipline XP gone. Remember, when you're a noob, and noobs start out with killing chickens, that's when you get enough XP from chickens. Then you can move on to sheep, then cows, then bears, and finally the monsters. You don't want to kill the chickens, so you still stay exactly how you are today. Discipline is a skill that will get you out of your worst moments. It's just that the ego and your pussy brain convinces you that the things you are doing right now are not good enough and they make fun of you for it. This video is pointless. He told me to make my bed, which will do shit, and a few push-ups will get me gains. Shut the fuck up. You have to lower the barrier to entry. It's a hard work you can do right now that you don't want to do that will raise your discipline.